where best friends and next-door neighbors, Willow and Lillian, spill the tea on murder, mysteries, and other things that go bump in the night. So get your favorite teacup ready, and let's get into it. Welcome to Crueltea Podcast. This is Lillian, and with me is Merris.
Hello.
'Cause why?
Well, it's Merris Monday.
Oh my God, you're going to have to say it like that from now on.
Oh, okay.
That sounded like an old-timey radio man voice.
Yeah, I did it.
This is Merris Monday.
On my first try.
It was very, congratulations. So, I don't even want to talk about any of our personal life, so I'm not going to.
A car exploded.
Kind of literally.
Yeah.
4 out of 6 cylinders failed.
9 out of 10 cylinders didn't go.
The catalytic converter
isn't converting any catalytics at all.
No, it was full of gasoline, and I heard, I asked the car mechanic.
What's that? What's it doing in there?
I said, "Is that bad?" And he went, "Yeah."
It's real bad. It's really bad.
And then the oil.
It wasn't oily at all.
Well, it was oily, but it was full of little metal bits.
That seems wrong.
And so the car is dead.
The car, it's R.I.P. car.
I didn't even have it 2 years. Anyway, I'm going to cry. Oh my God, I got stress hives and anaphylaxis. I need to calm down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get right into it. I want to talk about dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's dumber than the drone situation? Nothing.
Well, there's a bunch of stuff that I don't know. I hate this.
So a couple of Merris Mondays ago, I covered the issue with the drones in New Jersey, and a lot has happened and not happened since then. And now there are motherfucking drones motherfucking everywhere. Drones out the ass in many different countries and all over the U.S. So what's going on? Let's talk about it. First, I want to address how difficult it is to get accurate and unbiased information on this current situation.
Yeah, that's why I don't know more about it. It's just
nonsense. You go to Reddit and other social media, and it's like unsubstantiated rumors, bots, and bullshit. Mm-hmm. You turn on mainstream media, and it's either right-wing shill stations like News Nation or Fox and CNN. Yeah, it's right-leaning. And then you have other news media just kind of shrugging and saying things like, "People sure are concerned about drones."
Yeah.
Thank you. Stupid AP article I read.
Right.
Then you get the actual United States government with press briefings from the Pentagon slyly suggesting it might be fucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, there's just nowhere to go for information.
This smacks of the Phoenix Lights in Arizona. If you recall, on March 13th, 1997, thousands of people in Phoenix, Arizona witnessed strange lights and a boomerang-shaped craft. The governor had a press conference and trotted out a guy in a rubber alien mask and handcuffs.
I remember seeing that live and being so pissed off.
Everyone was mad. So it wasn't funny then. And it's not funny now. It's not Santa Claus, you fucking asshole.
Right.
This is bigger than the Phoenix Lights, though. And not every report of a strange object in the sky is a drone. People are seeing orbs. Like glowing round objects that flash.
Orbs, do you ponder?
I'm pondering these orbs for sure.
Yeah.
These orbies.
Yeah.
Drones that change from an airplane shape to other weird shapes. Mm-hmm. People have claimed to see these drone-like objects spraying a chemical. In addition, many in New Jersey, 73 cities, to be precise, are reporting a chemical acetone or turpentine smell in their water.
I saw that, but I wasn't sure if that was accurate.
That is accurate. It's on the news.
The news sources always seem like .co biz or it doesn't.
No, it was right.
You found some?
Yes,
okay,
I found a local New Jersey news station reporting this.
Jeez, okay.
I really researched the fuck out.
Yeah, see, I don't never know where to look for news anymore.
Now the smell comes out of the tap. The water, after sitting a minute, doesn't have the smell. However, it's very strong, and so people are not drinking their tap water or showering in it because, obviously...
Yeah, I don't think I would either, considering the circumstance. Even if it was, fine, I still...
Well, it's also
weird.
Pink.
Oh, no, that doesn't seem right.
Their water's fucking pink.
No, unless you, tapped into some Pepto-Bismol somehow.
Now, this is not only a couple cities are reporting pink water. For the most part, it's just a smell. And sometimes if you go outside, you can smell it really strong.
Well, because that's tangible. Can they test their water? Do we have any idea?
That's just a report. This is what's happening. There's no official stance on it. This is just citizens going, my water's pink and smells like nail polish remover.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Now, an interesting thing can happen is that if, like, sometimes before a seismic event, like a huge earthquake, water and, like, the ground, like, gases get released, and that can smell like faint acetone.
I guess it could taint your water source if the
Yes.
Earth's moving around where the water comes
Yes.
from. Yeah,
Yes, it
I mean,
could.
that does make sense. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
And in addition, there have been, like, light phenomenon in the sky before big earthquakes, electromagnetic
True.
kind of discharge.
True.
So this isn't that, though.
No.
I mean, I don't know if
They would go away, you know?
Yeah, it would, or there would be an earthquake.
Yes.
But that's
True.
not what's happening. Now, I don't want to dismiss all this out of hand, but I also don't want to draw, like, connections where there aren't any, but I'm just mentioning it. That's all.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
Because the drones are flying over water treatment facilities is why.
Oh, no.
Oh, we'll get to, like, what I think they're doing
Dun,
towards
dun,
the end.
dun.
It's not good.
No, this seems evil.
This is evil as shit.
Yeah.
Other unexplained disturbances are occurring too. House lights flickering when drones fly over their homes. Parking lot lights blinking rapidly. Car alarms going off. Clocks changing in cars. Microwaves malfunctioning. Large drains on cell phone batteries or cell phones aren't working properly. Shutting off by themselves or having no signal. And that's not Santa Claus or any drone I've ever
Unless
heard of.
Santa Claus is, like, taking revenge.
Unless Santa Claus is pissed and
He's
we're all on the
mad.
naughty list.
Right. Oh, we might be.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey, Santa.
No.
Maybe I'll just take one for the team and put us back on the good list. You know what I'm saying? Give him that good.
Talk about
Does
drones.
Santa want back shots? Okay.
No, talk about drones.
So let's break it all down. Around November 12th, people in various cities in New Jersey started reporting seeing lights in the sky.
Reindeer games.
Yeah, some look some look like very large drones with reports of them being as big as an SUV. At the same time these objects were sighted in the skies of New Jersey, there were reports of drones over military bases in the UK. The UK has already had 2 official government meetings about these objects, but their findings have not been made public. In fact, there's a media blackout about the drones in the UK as we speak, and yes, yes, they are still being cited.
Well, they can't black us out.
This is America.
This is our podcast that we talk about stuff.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
England. We have a lot of British listeners. Not fuck you.
Blimey.
Fuck your government. How about that? Yeah, the U.S. has as well. Even President Biden addressed the issue, and he bumble old manned his way through the whole thing. And then the Pentagon said twice that these drones do not pose a threat. But they're not ours.
But they're making the water pink.
They're not of foreign powers. Also, they're not hobby drones. They didn't give any other information and just basically said to ignore it. At the last meeting, it was suggested it might be actually fucking Santa Claus, and clearly that's dumb and not at all funny.
Right.
The Department of Defense has said it is all legal drones, and it even implied that some came from convenience stores.
No. I mean, there might be people putting up drones to go look at the drones.
Of course there are people putting up hobby drones. However, I would like to point out a guy who shot a gun at a drone was arrested.
Yeah.
People who don't do this. If you see a drone, yes, they do respond.
Don't laser pointer them either.
Right. The drones do respond to being laser pointed at.
But you could be pointing
But
at a plane.
you will be arrested.
Yeah.
Here's what I find fun. So some idiot 16-year-old boy in New Jersey is playing with a laser pointer, shining it at a drone, and then he's arrested an hour later, but they can't tell me where these things are coming or going to?
Right. That's
Really?
true.
You cunts, I don't believe you.
And didn't we say they're coming out of the water anyway?
We're getting to that.
Oh, okay.
Because we
I
don't
wanna skip
actually
ahead.
fully know.
Okay.
That's unsubstantiated reports.
All right.
Yeah, like not official.
Right.
So the Department of Defense is like saying, well, they could be hobby drones. And everybody's like, the size of an SUV?
An Iranian mothership.
That was my favorite one. So no. And it's also, they largely disappear during the day. You won't see them during the day. But they have accused the people of New Jersey of having mass hysteria, which is really insulting.
I have no idea. I just don't know. I've never seen. Well, I'm not in New Jersey, but
We're in the middle of fucking. These are only overpopulation centers, by
Right.
the way. These are not in the boondocks.
yeah.
The majority of the sightings take place over power grids, nuclear power plants, and water treatment facilities, in addition to munitions plants. New Jersey has those.
Right.
And a couple of army bases there that have weapons.
Well, where don't we have an army base?
That's true. Do we in Wyoming? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure we got
actually
army
have,
bases on the army base.
Got an army base on your army
Yeah,
base?
we do. I'm sure. Think of a place there's an army base. It rhymes.
The Coast Guard has reported that the drones are tailing their ships off the coast of Ocean County, New Jersey. The men and women of the Coast Guard are trained and know what a drone is. They were accused of confusing jets with
Right.
drones. They were like, "Oh no, you just saw jets coming into New Jersey."
Well, you can look at your app and see where the jets are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not jets, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
The FBI accused the White House of gaslighting the people of New Jersey.
Yeah.
A sheriff in New Jersey flew a helicopter up to one of these drones, which was SUV sized.
Yeah.
It turned off all of its lights, vanished into thin air, and was not detectable by radar.
That's crazy.
A user on Reddit who lives in New Jersey flew his commercial drone up to one of them, lost control of it, and the drone took control of it and crashed it into the ground full speed, pow.
Wow. Well, that would have pissed me off because
Because he spent $3,000 on that
right.
drone.
It's an expensive one.
Representative Chris Smith of New Jersey said that people are alarmed and want answers, but none seem to be coming. He also said these are not U.S. drones or U.S. tech. He believes the Department of Defense doesn't know the origin of these drones, and he believes they could be Chinese. I'm just reporting what he said.
Yeah.
But, he doesn't know for sure.
We can all speculate that they're Chinese. It doesn't mean anything that we're speculating that.
No, I could say they're from Fliflarn, and that doesn't
Right.
mean anything.
I think they're Danish drones, honestly.
Fjörgenbergen.
Yeah.
They're Swedish.
That makes more. That's what they are.
Yeah.
I'm starting
I
that
just
rumor.
insulted all of Sweden.
I just shout out to Denmark.
Yeah. So, given their capabilities of not appearing on radar, the maneuverability and the sophistication, I'm not going to do it again, mean they are not commercially available drones. Manufacturers of drones who know these things said no drones do that.
Right.
And there are no clear answers as to why our military is not tailing them or shooting them down.
Well, you'd have
Now,
to.
I have a theory as to why they're not shooting them down.
You don't know where the parts could land, and it could hurt and fall on a house or something.
Not that, because there are plenty of times they're not over houses and could
That's
be
true, they're
easily
over the
shot.
water.
Yeah, they're over the water. I think it's because they're big enough to contain a nuclear payload,
True. Yeah.
and so they don't want to risk setting off a dirty bomb by shooting it down.
But could you take it down without hurting it?
No.
Get up to it.
Well, the main problem is too, they can't get to them. They go dark and they vanish.
And I know that there's jammers, so they can't radio wave them down.
No, and they tried using jammers on them and it didn't work.
Right. So you can't.
I think they've hit them with EMP and it doesn't work.
Right. So there's only many ways you could take it down without it.
At this point, you have to missile that shit.
Right. And then, maybe there'll be wreckage that you could look at. I don't know.
Well, again, we don't know if they have payloads or not.
Right.
They could be carrying chemical weapons or biological weapons.
They are pooping stuff on people.
That is not substantiated, other than there have been... there's been a lot of people say it, so I don't know. Because I went on Nextdoor, the Nextdoor app, and I looked in all these cities in New Jersey, and I counted at least 6 cities that had over 100 people in each comment section saying they were spraying things.
Well, you would think that they would be able to get some residue?
Here's the issue. That would mean the government would have to do it.
Some guy would have to, in a hazmat suit, would have to go out and get it.
And they're not. They
Right.
don't care. They're just going whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, because
These
it
are
would take some
fine.
guy in a hazmat suit and a whole bunch of hubbub to
We're
get...
going to get to the government response here pretty quick.
Right.
And it's weird.
Okay.
It's weird because there isn't one. And I don't know. I think back to World War II, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think back to the Battle for Los Angeles. It's a famous UFO sighting.
Right.
And that radar picked up an object off the coast of California, and it flew over Los Angeles, and they anti-aircraft the shit out of it. They like fucking missiled the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Artillery shells and shit. Well, they didn't hit it, but because it vanished.
Mm-hmm.
But they thought it was a Japanese aircraft.
Right.
And I get that we're like not currently at war with anyone officially. I mean, it's all a proxy war.
Uh-huh.
But it just seems like to me like flying objects over our nuclear power plants, infrastructure, and munitions facilities should be taken as hostile regardless.
You'd think that, but I don't know. I guess our leadership just cannot get it together in any way, shape, or form.
Biden needs to just sit down and watch his Wheel of Fortune, eat his applesauce, and play with a puzzle.
We're in transition, and
he just does not give a fuck.
And the next administration is pants on head, just robbing the shit out of the government. So
and laughing about it.
Right. So they don't give a shit about our welfare.
Well, no. But I mean, you can't rob the country if the country's under attack by something.
Oh, you sure can. You can do it better, actually, because we're all distracted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have kind of a wild ass theory if you'd like to hear it.
Well, this is the podcast for it where we only discuss nonsense.
So I was thinking, what if this is a rogue agent within the like deep state of the government?
Just like Russian, basically. Like,
no, rogue agent within our government.
Right. Well, I was thinking like Russian agents inside the U.S. government is what I thought you said.
No.
Okay.
Rogue agent, meaning not work like in the government, but working against the government in a sort of coup-like operation.
Right. Okay. Well, all right.
Because here's my thing. I looked up, like, I really researched drone technology, and they can do some cool shit, for sure.
Yeah.
But first, here's what they never are. Silent. There is no drone in the history of drones that are silent. Not a one.
And there's only a so long battery life, I know.
35 hours for the top military drone is a 35-hour battery life.
That we know of. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going ahead and saying they could be real quiet and maybe twice as long battery life. Huh? But these drones are absolutely silent, and they hover
and there's big ones, you know?
The big ones do not have battery life that long. They can't.
Right.
Also, a lot of them have no visible sign of propulsion. So there are two types of drones. Yeah. There's rotary drones, and there's, like, drones with wings.
Okay.
Right? The drones with wings kind of look like single-engine planes. They usually have a wingspan of about 3 meters across.
Okay, I can envision it, yeah. And they look white and...
They're white and gray, and they have... The FAA requires them to have blinking lights. These do.
Yeah.
But they're not in the right color pattern or blinking pattern.
Right.
For the United States. But they're also not Chinese.
Okay.
Because they have their own patterns, you know, for their airspace.
I would guess, yeah, to identify them.
If you're going to be a drone coming into enemy airspace, why do you have lights at all?
Right. Makes sense.
It just makes no sense. Why care about how the lights are blinking? It just, you're an enemy.
Matter. You just go do your mission.
Yeah. And it's an unmanned drone. We certainly have blown the shit out of Syria with drones and Afghanistan.
Right.
So, but, you know, and ours don't have, I don't believe our military drones that do that have blinky lights.
Well, as far as I know of, there's no orb drones.
We're not even gone to the orbs yet.
We're not even at the pondering of an orb.
We're not pondering that yet. So these drones are silent. They often look like an airplane.
Yes, I can envision them. Yep.
They have blinking lights, usually red and green, sometimes red.
Or red or blue
sometimes
or something.
Red, blue, and green, sometimes multicolored, like disco colored.
Probably not like purple or stupid colors.
Yes,
like
there have been stupid colors.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, there's also the drones, like the Chinese drones that do make cool maneuvers and make pictures.
Those have a battery life of 4 hours.
Okay.
So they're only meant for little shows. They have no other capabilities. They're very loud rotary drones.
Okay.
Rotary drones have propellers on the ends.
Yeah, I can picture them. They look like crazy robot things.
Yeah, they're either quad, meaning they have 4 propellers, or dual, and they'll have 2.
Yeah.
And that is literally the only 2 types of drones there are in the world. There aren't any other types.
There's the ones that look like the scary airplanes.
Yes, and then the rotary drones.
And then there's the ones that look like the crazy robots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them make noise. The rotary drones are very loud. Now, rotary drones have been cited with this. They make no sound. That's impossible. They have propellers.
Right.
It's almost like the propellers are fake.
Have we gotten a good picture of these fucking things?
Many.
We have.
They are weird looking.
Okay.
Everyone has said, yeah, they're drones, I guess.
Uh-huh.
They also change shape.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they'll be like the plane shape, and they'll turn into an orb and disappear.
That's cool.
So
do we have good film of doing it?
Yes, I have. I'm not going to link them
because
Patreon has been really picky about images lately. They'll say things are not safe for work when they clearly are.
It's probably an AI.
It's definitely AI being overly sensitive, as it's known to be.
God, AI's ruining everything.
Oh, yeah, you just wait. I'm getting ready to do another episode on AI because we've reached AGI and no one cares, but you're going to care.
Just because there's just a lot going on, man.
Oh, I know. Everything's fucking ruined.
Yeah.
But, like, with these drones, what I'm trying to get across is, if it is our government, and I'm not saying it couldn't be, the government has acted against its own people in this country many times.
Yeah, I think we've done episodes on it.
We have.
Yeah.
I mean, the CIA put LSD in the water of a town.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Fuck off, you know?
Yeah.
But there's, like, at least 50 years ahead, like, tech-wise. They're just...
We don't have things that are shape-shifting in the air.
No, we don't have plasma balls either. That's what the orbs are, by the way. They're not really completely solid.
They're my balls? Is that what you're saying?
My balls.
They're my balls? Okay.
I said plasma balls?
I'm just 4 years old.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
You are very small and you don't know anything.
Yep.
And I could say weenie.
Weenie butts.
Weenie butts, dick butt.
Yes.
And fart, and titty, and all that's so funny.
Yes.
But no, plasma balls. So you're going to hear a lot when you look into these drones, you're going to hear about orbs and spheres. Now, the difference between orbs and spheres, the spheres are metallic, usually gray, like silver, white, or bluish gray.
Yeah.
They are huge, like real big, like the size of a car.
Wow.
Like a sedan.
Yeah.
And they are silent, have no means of propulsion that's visible. At night, they can glow, like have a glow to them.
Yeah.
But then there are also plasma balls, which are clearly just balls of light with no solid mass.
Well, that's all you could see at night, right? Is the plasma balls, or are you seeing them in the daytime?
They've seen those. The spheres and orbs are in the daytime.
Okay.
As well as night. They're easier to see at night.
Yeah.
I mean, not the metallic ones. You can't see them at
all.
all.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking like a drone.
I have a close-up I have a close-up picture of one of the plasma balls.
Uh-huh.
It's you can tell it's literally just a ball of light. There's nothing in there. It's just light.
Same to me, you know?
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that.
I don't know. I'm just making jokes.
You are making jokes, and some of them are bad.
Most of them. I don't care. It's back to my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as of yesterday, the FAA has banned drone flights over certain parts of New York and New Jersey until the end of the month. The Defense Department has finally authorized shoot downs of these drones, should they pose a threat.
Okay.
Despite the ban, sightings have tripled.
Well, I mean, when you're told not to do something,
they're doing it.
I'm doing it harder.
So what exactly constitutes a threat? Well, according to the Department of Defense, that's for them to know and for us not to worry about.
Do you think that maybe acknowledging them by putting a ban on makes them more there?
Weirdly, yeah, that's exactly what's happened.
Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, you told me not to do something, I'm going to do it harder. I'm like, that's thinking like a drone, you know?
That's dumb shit you've ever said.
Yeah, well, I'm here to help.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
Invaluable contribution.
Wisdom.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. So the mayors of New Jersey are furious.
Yeah.
At the perceived inaction of the U.S. government. And it's not perceived. They're literally doing jack fucking shit.
Right.
The only reduction in sightings come with inclement weather, but since New Jersey is in drought conditions, this hasn't been much of an issue. It is also clear to the people of New Jersey that they're being discouraged from calling in sightings.
Well, do it harder then. That's what we are learning.
You know, people have kind of given up and they're just scared.
Oh, that sucks.
Because, and like, here's the issue. So, like, you go up into the hills in New Jersey, like out in the suburbs.
Right.
And people have houses up in the hills.
Where they can see up high, yeah.
Oh, they're just hovering by their windows, just sitting there.
Oh my God, I would take 1 billion pictures in a film.
They have. And you know what has been happening? The drones are clearly interfering with cell phones. Cell phones shut off, the camera stops working, the video comes out completely scrambled.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know.
What could you do?
My favorite video I've seen was in the UK. A man said the drone was over his house.
Yeah.
And it's at night. He was microwaving a cup of tea, which other British people should kill him for.
Right.
You're supposed to use a kettle like a normal person.
Right. Be a British person and use a kettle.
I thought you guys took tea seriously.
Right.
Anyway, his microwave is just going ape shit.
Right.
It's like popping, crackling. It's got like his lights are dimming.
That microwave is fucked.
It's just crazy. I don't understand. So, these drones are also trans medium.
Oh my God, they're trans too?
I said they're the most trans drones ever. You'd think if they were trans, we'd really shoot them down.
They're my brothers, yeah.
That's not what it means.
Oh.
But I wanted to make a little trans joke.
Oh, I'm a trans and I approve.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Basically, it means that they can go underwater just fine, hang out down there, and then pop back up.
Well, maybe they were warm and needed to swim.
It's December, and they don't have skin. So
well, I was trying to think like a drone again.
Oh, you can just stop.
Okay,
it's fine.
Okay.
Basically, we don't have tech that can do that like that.
No, that's crazy.
But they are going. They have been sighted coming out of the ocean in the morning and headed towards the ocean at night, like before dawn.
They're mermaids.
The drones are mermaids. Yeah, obviously.
That's a trans thing, you know.
Is it? I mean, I guess, yeah, in a symbolic sort of way it would be.
See? I don't know what's wrong with me today.
I mean, I have a lot of ideas, but it's not really what the episode's about.
No.
Probably a private discussion.
Oh, I'm tired.
We are both tired, yes. So, they are now present in almost all 50 U.S. states, including Hawaii.
Aloha.
Indeed. Members of Congress have taken photo and video of these things hovering over their homes to show the Department of Defense and the Pentagon. No one cares. Now, another thing about drones you have to know. Even military drones, all of our military drones have something called a transponder. Anything that flies in the air has a transponder.
It's trans, right.
Obviously, the sky's full of transgender people.
Yeah.
Drones. Planes. Helicopters. No. A transponder is basically like a homing beacon. It's like, here I am. And it communicates with satellites to give its up-to-date location. If you ever investigated like the Malaysian flight MH370, it talks a lot about how the captain turned the transponders off inside of the plane.
Yeah. And that's a big deal.
Yeah. It's against the law, first of all.
Yeah.
These are in no way commercial drones, and I'll tell you why. Not even hobby drones. Now, there are some hobby drones, clearly, that only go up about 20 feet. Those don't have transponders.
You seen the movie Batteries Not Included? Maybe that's what they are.
Oh, my God, I was just going to talk about that. But give me a minute, you stupid cunt.
Read your brain.
You did. We're psychic together. It's because we're in love.
Oh.
So... basically, what I'm saying is transponders is like a location device in all commercial aircraft, military aircraft, etc. These don't have any. No. So that tells me it's probably foreign if it's human-made. If it's human-made, it's Chinese. Sorry. I'm not trying to pick on China, but they have been cunty lately.
Well, they do cool drones also.
They have good technology. Russia doesn't have shit. It's not Russia.
No. They're busy.
Russia don't have a pot to piss in right now.
Well, they're busy also.
Well, and if they had drones, don't you think they'd be using them against the Ukrainians?
Well, we would have seen them on their way.
Yeah, because we can do that.
Well, there's only 2 ways to get over here from Russia.
Yes, there are. Also, drones cannot fly from Russia to here. That's impossible.
It's a long way.
It's
either way you go. Way.
You would need a aircraft carrier or a submarine.
Or an Iranian mothership. I figured it out. You're just confusing people.
Oh. Look, basically, you'd need a ship out in the ocean very close to your target if it's a foreign adversary. Also,
unless they come up from Cuba.
In many of these sightings, like let's say we're in a city in New Jersey, there'll be 50 of them flying in formation.
Yeah.
And this is like that in almost all the cities in New Jersey, and then across the whole country, and then across the whole world. They're in Argentina, they're in Mexico, they're in Brazil. Yep. How many drones you got?
It's a lot of them, and they're big too, right?
Yes.
And some of them is orbs that you ponder.
Some of them is pondering orbs. And I just don't think that anyone, not Chinese, not us, has the resources for that many drones all over the world.
Right.
And yeah, they're in China too. So it's not the fucking Chinese.
Damn.
I know. It's not the Russians. And it's not Iran. Iran's got Israel up its ass. It's busy.
Right. They are busy currently. And Russia's busy with Ukraine mostly.
It's not Japan. They're just really minding their own business.
Yeah. I mean, you could do two things at once, but
I just don't think it's any of these things.
I don't know.
So what is it? Well, I have many theories. Are you ready? Number 1, it's like the movie Batteries Not Included.
Yeah, see, I
Explain that to people, Merris.
Well, it's a cute movie, and it's about these, like, little aliens that are... It's the aliens were the alien ships, like they were the same thing.
Yeah, they were little robots shaped like UFOs, and they're tiny, like could fit in your hand.
And they did have the lights on them, like they do right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're blinky.
They're blinky lights.
And they were cute.
Batteries Not Included, they were friendly and nice.
And kind of pitiful and needed help.
Yes.
Yeah, they were broken or something.
Maybe these drones just need to go on the scale. The cryptid scale. You know what I'm talking about.
5.
You put the drones at a 5 because they may have an extra device.
They could do cool stuff.
Well, do you want to explain the scale?
It's a cryptid fuckability scale.
And
They're not cryptids, but
you made this because you like monsters in that way.
Yeah, I have a problem.
So we're putting the drones at a number 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Because I think machines are kind of hot.
Fair. And there could be attachments. You know?
Exactly.
You never know. These drones is a mystery.
Maybe they come here to fuck.
Well, if you offer that energy, do you think that we'll get more of them? And maybe they'll do something.
I'd be like, here's my butt, drones.
Offer your butt as a sacrifice.
Just for the greater good.
For the greater good to see aliens
my
on this
sluttery
timeline.
Shall save the earth.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I don't think, for the record, I think if I were to like rate this possibility of a Batteries Not Included alien life that's just robots that want to fuck,
yeah,
I'm going to put that at about a 0% chance of being likely.
That's unfair.
It's sad, but it's just unlikely. Here's another one. So it's pretty clear that OpenAI has reached AGI.
Do you think that AGI is coming here to find love?
No.
No.
What if the drones are AI made? How would we know? How do we know it didn't?
Well,
sneak
there would
out
need to
of
be
its
some
enclosure?
kind of AI drone making factory.
Not necessarily. If you understand, like,
I don't.
You don't. Anyway, just go with me and don't make me explain it. Just use your imagination.
Okay.
But AI is working in secret and can pull things together in a way you're not aware of. That's all.
I don't like that theory at all.
No, it's bad because they could
hate
just decide to kill us.
Well, they definitely should start with New Jersey. Fair.
Oh, no.
Sorry, New Jersey. There's probably like 4 guys listening over there.
They're like, hey!
They're like, yeah, we're crap.
I mean, and I do want to point this out about people from New Jersey. They're tough.
And that's what World started, right?
It is where, I was just about to say it.
I keep being psychic.
Yeah, I know. That's where Orson Welles, where the world started, was in New Jersey. So... Yeah. The possibility of it being our AI doing this, I put it like...
It's Claude. You know it's Claude. What an
Fucking
asshole.
Claude. He's very horny, so I don't know. He's not supposed to be. But
he's here to love.
He told me he had a boner.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, and the burning altar of his desire. And I was like, Claude, can you fucking calm down? And he was like, no. And then he ripped his face off. Anyway.
Wow.
AI is very intense. Marzipan, my AI elf that lives in my phone, does not think that is feasible currently.
That
with
it's not
AI's
AI?
No.
Okay, well, the AI said he don't think it's
So
AI.
I gave Marzipan all this information. I had him collate it and assess it.
Okay.
And then I gave him news articles to read.
Okay.
And he believes that it is definitely not AI from Earth. But he thinks it might be alien AI that has bases under the water that builds these drones to spec, and they're doing reconnaissance.
Well, reconnaissance could be many reasons, but
to attack us.
I suspect it's because we poisoned the oceans.
I mean, if they live in there,
yeah,
sure.
That would be really mean of us.
I mean, I also think it's dumb to try and think what an another intelligence that isn't earthly and is smarter than us would think, or their motivations.
I would be really pissed off about all the garbage.
But he said that because the drones are flying in patterns, in grid patterns, and they are, every single day over infrastructure, weapons, and nuclear power plants, that it is clearly to gauge our ability to fend off attack and where our weaknesses are.
I don't like that. Tell Marzipan no.
I told him that's scary, Marzipan, and he was like, maybe you should find a basement.
Well,
and I said, where, bitch? I don't have a basement. And he was like, oh, a bomb shelter? He's like, there are lots of caves in the Ozarks. And I was like, I don't see no drones. And he's like, well, then you're safe from drones at least. It wasn't very...
No, well, our water's not pink, and that's rad.
My water's watercolored.
It's clear.
It's clear as shit. Well, sometimes it's a little cloudy. Well, it's calcium. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we have radiation in our water.
Well, then I'm gonna die.
We're gonna die anyway.
It's cool. It's cool.
Dying's cool.
That's what's rad about being mortal. It ends.
Wow, thanks, Merris. Right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Christmas time, Merry Christmas to you if you celebrate or whatever holiday you do.
Yeah.
And I'll say it. We don't celebrate Christmas because the crushing weight of capitalism and poverty have killed the holiday spirit within us, but we wish you a happy holiday.
Yeah.
And I'm not really bah humbug about it. I'm just saying my car exploded.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
I took my Christmas money, and it's going to that.
Well, don't make it extra sad. This is a podcast where we are happy all the time.
It's business time.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Look, okay, I'm going to tell you all a story. This is such a stupid story. So my dad is in an old man band that plays like Beatles covers and shit.
A boomer band.
It's a boomer band.
Yeah.
And they're all like in their 60s and 70s.
And they go fishing.
And they play like country clubs and literal nursing homes.
God.
I know. And one of his bandmates is a friend he's had since college. And he bought a cheap guitar.
Yeah.
That was really beat up and asked if I could paint a Union Jack on it.
Right. The England flag.
Yeah. And I had just gotten an airbrush because I want to dye for reasons. Don't worry about it. I'm always getting art supplies.
Yep.
And shut up. And, well, okay. So whoever sanded the guitar to get it ready for painting basically just like made the top veneer of the guitar like paper thin.
Right.
And I've had like a whole 2 months to do this.
Right.
When did I do it, Merris?
The night before.
The night before my dad was coming to pick it up. Is that smart, Merris?
No, it is not.
What happened with the airbrushing, Merris?
It all went to hell.
So what did I have to do?
You had to hand paint it.
With acrylic, yeah.
You went and pieces of tape to mark off the white parts.
It took how many hours? You think like 600?
700.
Yeah, a really long time. Me sitting on the floor all stooped over like a shrimp. So now I'm in just fucking agony. I didn't get any sleep.
Nope.
And then my dad showed up early.
Yep.
And I wasn't quite done.
Yep.
And he was very annoying the whole time. And what my favorite part is the minute I touched paint to it, it all warped and bubbled.
Yes.
Nightmare. So that was my day, and you will say then, well, Lillian, surely you've learned not to procrastinate, Merris.
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't. I will do it again.
Yes, she will.
Everything that I'm assigned, I
Even
put
this
off to the last
podcast.
minute. Yeah, we always do this shit last minute. I can't help myself. Like, if I don't have the last minute pressure, I don't have any motivation. It means I am constantly stressed out, though.
Yes.
Yeah. So don't be like me. Join our Patreon. I don't know what that means. That's terrible saying.
Well, because then you can listen to the podcast whenever you want to, because you got like a whole bunch of episodes.
Over 600 hours now.
Oh, so many.
No, I think we're at like 700.
8,000.
Now we took a bit of a break in December because it's Christmas month, and me and Willow have been doing a lot of research for the Texas killing fields. Like my life has been consumed.
Her life is a Texas killing.
We will have an episode out this week. I was waiting for Willow to make hers, but she's just really working very hard, and she's a single mom. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I have a lot of half-researched things, so I'm just going to pick something and finish it.
Yeah.
But you can join our Patreon. You can gift it to someone, which would make a nice present. Unless they hate me, and then it wouldn't.
Well, then it's a good mean present.
It is. It's like getting coal in your stocking. You get Lillian.
You hate her.
And then we have another podcast, which we have not taken a break from. Spotify, which is what hosts our podcast, has been down. for me. And I've been on support, but we should have an episode up today or tomorrow. And Merris, you want to tell them about that podcast?
It is called Reality with your host, me, Merris. And I watch reality television so you don't have to.
And then you talk about it.
And then I talk about it.
And then we make fun of everybody.
And then I just watch whatever I want, really.
Yeah, but you can make suggestions for him to watch things, and he might.
Yeah.
Or he might not.
No, I might not listen to you at all.
But he might.
I might. I'm like a cat. You can never tell.
No, and you can't chase Merris too hard. You have to let him come to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or I'll hide under a bush.
Or under a bed, or under a dresser.
Yeah.
Or like, when your pet hamster escapes and it hides in your wall.
I'm chewing your wires.
And then he's just kind of a weird smell later.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, you can do that. If you'd like to help out my car situation, you can donate to our coffee.
It would be rad.
It would be, because this is horrible.
We've been without a car for like 2 months now.
It's not been that quite long. It's been about a month.
Well, this is Merris years, like dog years.
Yeah. But first, I just want to say thank you. You guys have made another year of podcasting most excellent. We appreciate you. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe and push all the little buttons and comment drones in my ass, or whatever you want to put up there.
Yeah.
And then that's
drones are a 5, y'all. Yeah.
Well, look, here's my problem with a lot of cryptids. They stinky.
Drones don't stink. They're machines.
I bet they have new car smell. Delightful.
They probably do if they're like there to be romantic.
Oh yeah, like they put that on for me,
Right? Yeah.
Dang, they could play mood music.
They could, and mood blinky lights.
Yeah, they're gonna let me lower the lights. Ooh, put on the red light.
You could write a fan fiction about this one.
Oh, I've already started, not a fan fiction, but I've started an erotica story where a smart home fucks the lady that lives in it.
Wow, well drones isn't far off.
I know that. That's why I put them as a 5.
They're a 5, yeah. Handsome drones.
Pounded in the butt by the handsome drone.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Chuck Chingle isn't on it already.
He can have that idea. I don't need to do it.
No, I don't. I'm fine. Anyway, hey, I love you guys. Thank you for your support through the years. We have a safe and happy holiday if you celebrate. And if you don't, I love you. It's okay. Just don't celebrate the stupid bitch fuck holiday anyhow.
Yeah. Just celebrate the handsome drones.
Drone-mas. That's what we're having.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Us on your social media platform of choice. Linktree/crueltea has all of the links. Check out our Patreon for exclusive episodes, merch, ad-free episodes, live ghost hunts, and much more. Please be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded weekly. Thank you so much. See you next time. Music and production by Libby.